In this video, I'm going to be talking about Feiyue shoes that we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. The types of Feiyue we have for sale, the different types of Feiyue that are available, all the features of Feiyues and why people love them so much, which styles and which disciplines people tend to buy Feiyues for, and at the end of the video, I'm going to put together a short montage of people training in the Feiyues. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 33 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 16 years. If you're liking this video and you want more videos like this, click the little icon in the bottom right hand corner of the video, subscribe to the channel and get all the latest updates from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all we can about the Feiyue shoes. So a number of years ago I did a really short video about Feiyue shoes that we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I was in one of the most traditional parks, Fuxing Park in Shanghai, China. There wasn't that much information in it, so I thought it was about time to do a new video packed full of information all about the Feiyue shoes. So I've actually made individual videos on each of these Feiyues that we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So throughout the video, as I mention the individual shoes, I'll pop up some cards along the top here which will send you a link to those videos. So if you want to know more about each of the individual shoes in depth, just click on them and watch a video in full about each of the individual Feiyues we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So before I start raving about the Feiyue shoes, I want to make a really small disclaimer and maybe clear a few myths or rumours about Feiyues. These are the top one Feiyue shoes made in China. Now there was a bit of a time when Feiyues were made in France and France was churning out really expensive Feiyues, loads of different styles and designs. These are not them, these are the Chinese made shoe. So if you see Feiyues around this price, they're almost certainly all gonna be Chinese made. The French shoes were really expensive and they were slightly different. They felt different, the rubber wasn't as durable, they tended to split. So at Enso, we sell the low tops in the top one brand with the green triangle on the bottoms. Now these are the original Feiyues. These are ideally the ones that you want. So for the low tops at Enso, this is what we sell. We sell the top one green triangle Feiyue shoes, the original shoes. However, with the high tops, it's not so easy to get them. They're much harder to get. The production of these is a lot lower than for the low tops, so it's much harder to get top one green triangle high tops. So when there's an option to buy high tops, we buy whatever's on offer out of the factory. So at the moment, we have top one Feiyues with the red triangle on the bottom. The symbol on the bottom is a slightly different mold. The rubber on the bottom is slightly different shape, slightly different consistency into its grip levels, but they are Chinese made Feiyues. They're made in the same factory. There's just a slightly different mold. So I think different customers have different molds for the shoes, and that's all that symbol on the bottom means. So ideally, yes, you want the green triangle. All the low tops are green triangle, but the high tops will vary. Sometimes it will be a red triangle or a red dot or a green dot or a black dot. I've seen all the different types. Sometimes the writing will be different. This one says top one. Sometimes it won't have any writing at all. Sometimes it will be slightly bigger. They do vary. This label also will vary. Sometimes it's just Feiyue, sometimes it's top one. There are variations in the high tops. High tops are much harder to get, so we just grab whatever we can and try and always have high tops on supply, even though the styling might vary very slightly. So what is it that people love about the Feiyue so much? What are the features? Why are people so into these shoes? So the thing that people like the most is the grip. They absolutely love the grip on these Feiyues. It's a really soft rubber and they've got these quite sharp grip lines on them, so you get loads and loads of grip. Now the soft rubber means it does wear, so you find that actually your feet will eventually start poking out the bottom of the Feiyues, but it takes quite a while to actually wear them all the way down. But the grip level is really hard to beat on almost any shoe. Really nice flat surface, so you can feel your foot in contact with the floor, so you know exactly what your foot's doing and what's underneath your foot, but you get maximum grip. Really good feature of the Feiyues. People love that. Another feature that I really like is this rubber band all the way around the edge of the shoe. There's this there's this almost like extra grip, but a rubber band. Two things that this does: it kind of stops the shoes ripping apart, so it's very rare that you see the shoes falling apart, so the sole coming away from the top of the shoe. Really, really robust. The other thing it gives you is grip on angles. So if your foot is on an obscure angle, not flat, you still get the grip from the shoe. Really nice feature. Another feature about all the Feiyues is the breathable canvas top. So it makes it really light, so they're really lightweight, but they're also breathable. Another bit of the canvas means you can also wash it. So it's not ideal to put shoes in the washing machine the whole time, but people do put them through, and it does mean that you stop them stinking, which is great, but it also means they look nice and clean, which is great. Another great feature, especially people using them for loads and loads of movement, is the flexibility of the shoe. So it can really twist and bend. I mean, it has more flexibility than your foot will. So you're never going to be restricted by your shoe. It's only going to be by the flexibility of your foot. So yeah, really flexible shoe, perfect for movement, perfect for all kinds of different disciplines. Really good. So who uses the Feiyue? What type of people use these Feiyue? Now, the low tops have been made famous really by the Shaolin Monks in China. All the Shaolin Kung Fu guys are wearing Feiyus. You go out to the temples and see people training, you go out to all the big schools, almost everybody there is wearing Feiyus. They're cheap, they're durable, they're lightweight, perfect shoe for Kung Fu, really good. And a lot of other Kung Fu styles outside of Shaolin and Wushu have taken these on. A lot of Wing Chun people are starting to buy these, a lot of the southern Kung Fu guys are buying these, Lao guys, Hung guys, because they're just such a good shoe. They're really good for doing forms in, they're really good for doing training drills in. I mean, they're perfect really. So any martial art that wears shoes, these are going to be a really good shoe for you. But like I say, the Kung Fu guys have kind of got these out into the world really. That's how they've kind of got famous. Over the last 10 years or so in the shop, a lot of circus guys have been buying the high tops. They love the high tops for Chinese pole and slackline especially. Again, the grip is absolutely brilliant for the Chinese pole, perfectly suited. The durability is good, the hardiness is really good. All the circus guys love the high tops. More recently, a lot of people from parkour have been coming in to buy the shoes. Again, really flexible, really durable, but that grip on like tiny little angles and just being able to grip the smallest edges makes the Feiyus perfect for parkour. So yeah, a lot of guys have been picking them up. Also, really recently, a lot of people have been buying them for traveling. So people are just going on sort of a gap year or a long kind of backpacking holiday, have been buying up the Feiyus, and they usually buy a couple of pairs. They're great to just go in the sea. They're great to just be shoved into a rucksack. You can pack them down really small. You can go hiking with them. They're really good traveling shoe. I can't recommend them enough for that really. They work perfectly. So at Enso Martial Arts we have 4 types of Feiyus that we sell. The first one is the black low tops. So these are the standard, these are the ones you see most people wearing in China, and these are our best selling Feiyu. The other low top that we do is the white low top. Again, really popular. You see them out in China. They usually don't look as clean, as sparkling as these, but like I said before, you can put them in the washing machine, so you can keep them whiter for longer. Now the high top's much harder to get. We do our best to keep supply of these, but it is tricky getting these out of China. Much harder to source, but we do the black high top Feiyu. The fourth Feiyu we have for sale is the white high tops. Again, really popular with the circus guys. They love the high support that it gives, just a little bit of support to your ankle, but without reducing any of the movement or giving you any restrictions. Really popular with the circus guys. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here is a short montage of people training in the Feiyue shoes. very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the Feiyue shoes and the types that we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. If you like this video, remember to click subscribe, the little icon in the bottom right hand corner of the video. Subscribe to the channel and get all the latest updates from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!